My name is Robert Baldwin. I am the music director and the conductor for Sinfonia Salt Lake. We are the only professional chamber orchestra in town we're playing music that is music that you wouldn't see at a normal symphony concert. It is music that is for a smaller complement generally, and a lot of the music that is very, very popular with audiences that you just don't get a chance to see live at a professional level. We are a group that is quite a bit different than other groups because of the fact that we have musicians that are engaged at every level of the music making process. So unlike in an orchestra, a large orchestra, where you have a conductor who is only giving directions because there's so many people, 80, 100 people, with this group, because it's 20 players or less, we can engage almost like chamber musicians, and we can end up with rehearsals that are much more viable, much more vital as far as getting down to the core of the music, and in the end almost being more efficient as to finding the actual interpretation that we want to present as a group.
Yeah, I would say that one of the main advantages to a chamber ensemble is the more of the democratization of it, if you will. Within reason, I feel like even rehearsal time, each one of us, if appropriate, has time to make a comment or a suggestion, whereas in a larger symphony orchestra, that's usually handled only by the principal players. And I feel like we're taken seriously, so that's a nice benefit of being in a small group.
I mean, we can expand and contract depending on what literature we're playing. We can bring in different instruments we need for different pieces. The other way we're really flexible is there's an opportunity for each of us to share our own ideas and give voice to what we're thinking.
I think there are several things that make us different from some of the other, whether community or professional ensembles. First of all, our size, obviously. We're smaller, usually about 15 to 20 musicians at the most. That makes us highly mobile. We can play in various venues throughout the state, hoping to go on tour eventually, and so we're very flexible in that way with venues. We also, again, the idea that we like to serve our community, do some community service, partner with charities. Also, the dynamics of the ensemble, I think, are different. It's a highly, democratic, highly involved group. Everybody has input, everybody has a say, whether it's bowings or articulations or anything musical. These are all fantastic, equally talented musicians, and they all participate equally in rehearsals, and that's something that makes us very unique, and it changes the dynamic of the group. We like to play together, and it's a really fun, exciting experience.
And every single voice within the orchestra is heard. If you're the third violinist, you don't have to feel like a third violinist. You're still a very prominent voice in the texture.
So Salt Lake's interesting in that they have a lot of full-size orchestras, both professional and also community groups, but not really a chamber orchestra like this. And there's a lot of really interesting repertoire that audiences here just never get a chance to hear.
Playing in Sinfonia Salt Lake is really fun because we all are, in a way, soloists to a point, and we are friends. We know each other. We've played together in quartets and in other groups before. I mean, we're all a part of the musical community here in Salt Lake. And
I'd have to say my favorite part about this ensemble is the size. I really love the intimacy of a chamber setting. I love having a little autonomy over my part in my section, and just the camaraderie with my colleagues. I really enjoy that.
And there's a good sense of everyone being able to contribute in meaningful ways, a lot of mutual respect, a lot of skill, and a lot of humor.
Yeah, it seems everybody has a vested interest in this ensemble, so it's not just something that you're getting hired and showing up and playing a show. Everybody really cares about the group and is friends and is trying to make music.
I think one of the things I notice the most is how much everyone really enjoys playing their instrument and playing music together. So it really has brought around the level of musicianship, and the level of playing is really high, and it's just a really good feeling being in rehearsal and playing the concerts, and I'm really hoping that that's going to just extend into the audience, that they'll get excited with us.
Well, the outreach and charitable work that we do is one of the things that really sets us apart. From the very inception, we were a group that decided we wanted to be engaged with the community. We wanted to be a part of the communities that we were in. So not just seeing the public as far and the people in the community who come to the concert, but to go out and engage with people that we would also be seeing in the grocery stores or going to the same parks with our children, and to be able to kind of understand what that community was about. And that involved the concept of giving back with music, but also partnering with charities such as Utah Food Bank at our first concert.
I think the outreach is one of the biggest things that sets us apart from a lot of professional ensembles in Salt Lake. We partner with some kind of charity every concert. We go out into schools, into communities, into underserved areas, and just make ourselves known, make classical music known.
We are a part of the community, and the whole purpose of this group is to serve the community and to be a part of the community. And I love playing with this group because all of us are in the community teaching and performing, and we're doing outreach, and so there's just lots of things going on.
And it's a two-way street. And because we're invested in the community, if we can get the community invested in us, I think it's a great partnership. And it has unlimited potential and unlimited ways that it can affect just positive change and positive feelings just all around.
And especially going to schools where kids don't necessarily have a lot of exposure to the arts and to music. It's a ton of fun to come and demonstrate instruments and do a little playing for them.
I think that music can have a great impact on a community. I think it enriches the lives of those who hear it. I think it improves the community itself because it shows that we care about quality things in our life. And so by being able to perform real quality music, I think we show that we have pride in our community.
Just that I think this is something the community has needed for a long time, and maybe a lot of people don't know it, but classical music is exciting and fun for everybody. I mean, our first concert, there were a lot of people out who don't normally go to, a symphony concert or the opera or something, because they just don't find it very accessible and it's a little intimidating for them. This is a very intimate, fun, exciting, not very stuffy experience, and we make it a point for that because it's chamber music. The audience can feel much more a part of it, and we even had a lot of comments that they felt part of something really special. They felt like they were a part of it, and that is absolutely our goal, to make chamber music and classical music, this kind of music, whether modern or classic, we want to make it accessible to everybody.
Music itself is just a reflection of human experience, and I think when we connect with that as a community, it really helps us to have a positive experience, and it helps us to reach out to one another and make a difference.
There's so much music out there that can just excite everyone from kids to older adults, and I just think it's a really good place for people to come, listen to music, and be a part of the experience with the musicians.
The concerts are gonna just keep getting better. They're gonna get bigger. They're gonna get more in volume. The quality is already at such a high level, and as the surge of anticipation and excitement surrounds the ensemble, we'll get more eager musicians, more eager audience members, more collaborations that are going to happen, and I can't wait to see the collaborations happen between all areas of the arts.
No, I hope that you take advantage as an audience member. Come check us out and watch people have fun making music.
I'm just so excited and so enthused to be involved with these musicians. From the very beginning, it was one of these things that was not my vision or one person's vision. We came together as a vision for a group and for an ensemble. And to have that vision and to have that, see that be realized now in the concerts and the community connections that we're doing is really very gratifying. And I think it speaks well for the future of this group.